Hi, my name is Debbie Merkel. I'm a Kelowna artist, and I'm here today with my friend Michelle Wiebe. And she's starting her own YouTube channel, which is super exciting.
It's time, Debbie.
Yes, welcome, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
So, Michelle, I want to talk about creativity, and I've got a whole bunch of questions around that.
Okay.
So, number one, what does creativity mean to you? How has it affected different parts of your life, or has it? Yeah, let's start with that.
I'd say creativity for me is like the pulse that keeps me going. Creativity has gone from every part of my world, I would say, because whether it's in my day-to-day job or even in my home life or problem solving with my kids, I find the more creative and outside of the box you can think, it just kind of gives so many more options than just kind of like thinking in the box of what everybody's already doing. Creativity for me, I would say, and this might seem a little dramatic, but it's true. I would say it saved my life many times. Yeah. I find like in a world that's so busy and so heavy and complicated and complex, family life, raising kids, working, to just be able to slow down and just pause all of the go and to just, oh, there it is. Okay, so authentic.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so creativity to me is being authentic. What is important to you to express? What is important to you to feel through that? And what is it you want? So is it that you want to see that you were able to do it? Or is it just that you want to see that you've done it on whatever level? So I really feel like it gives you something. It feeds you. It allows,
Feed you. I think that's a good,
right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good way to put it.
it gives you something to look forward to. Like, I don't know, even when doing resin, like if I'm doing some resin and I put it in a mold the night before, like waking up in the morning is like Christmas, to run down to the studio and get it out of that mold and just be like, oh, wow. So it's something that moves me forward. It's something that can hold space when life is just crazy. It gives me an opportunity to show people a vulnerable side of myself, something maybe that they wouldn't have ever thought that they could do, and just say, hey, from a mom of 3 and plus 6, lived many different lifestyles, it's always been an important part. And then to share it with my children, to share it with coworkers, to share it with family members, to share it with community. I think it gives them a sense of like, well, she can do it. Why can't I? Right? She didn't go to school for it. She just started playing, you know? So when you let the play happen, but also true to you. I don't want to be like Susie. I don't want to be like Jane. I want to show up fully as me. And I think that's the authentic part of creativity, is just being yourself.
So, what would you say to someone who is fearful or too, what I call perfectionistic,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
how I used to be? And little story, I went to my first watercolor class, and the instructor said, okay, we're just going to do a wash, and we're just going to dip our brushes in water, and we'll just glide our brush across paper.
Yeah.
So I dipped my brush in water, no color,
Yeah.
and I sat there and I said, I can't. That's how afraid I was, because I didn't want to make a mistake.
Right.
I wanted it to be perfect.
Perfect.
I didn't want him to think that I was stupid or that I couldn't do
Right.
it. I mean, there was all of these thoughts coming in.
But
So,
you still showed up.
well, I did. But I mean, I have encountered a lot of people like that
Yes.
when I used to teach. So, speaking about creativity, what can you say to people who feel like that?
Yeah, I think it is a lot to get over. I know even when I went to put myself out at a show and stuff like that, it's kind of like, you know, you're kind of showing up, and it's kind of like showing a part of yourself that not everybody's seen. What I would have to say is you got to let that go. You got to just take a deep breath, and you just got to try, because there's nothing that you're going to lose in trying. But if you don't ever try, you've lost everything. because you've never even tried.
Don't know if you can.
Yeah, and you didn't even give yourself the opportunity.
True.
So I think like whether you got a kitchen table, you don't need a big space. So that's the other thing that I find that's wonderful with the inks is that you can start anywhere and at any time
Yeah.
and at any point in life. Like you don't have to be a seasoned anything. And if you want to grow it, well, put more time in. Watch some of our YouTube channels. Get some feedback. But at the same time, just try and don't ever let someone say don't.
I think that people are going to find you quite refreshing
Thank you.
when you start your lessons on YouTube, because it's giving people permission to just be who they are.
Just
allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable.
It gave me chills when it just allowed people to be, right?
Yeah,
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's very
and
powerful.
I think that people are going to flock to your channel.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I really truly believe that teaching is my passion. Like when I think
Nice.
about it, it sparks. Yeah.
Nice.
And the feedback has been just so positive that that's the universe saying, go, girl, go.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you like what you saw today, please subscribe to the channel.